Hey Scorpio, welcome to your 7/7 portal reading. Came up with this morning when I was talking with Spirit. And so here we are. Feeling like family's being highlighted a bit for you at this time. We're going to see where that goes. We're going to start with a central theme here. We have the Hierophant, the Sun to Judgment, and the King of Swords to Page of Swords. So we have information regarding either awakening or some kind of spiritual thing going on here for you. For some of you, you may be, reading your spiritual texts more often and finding a message in that, or perhaps you're receiving messages from angels, something like that. Let's take a look here and see what is before the portal. Six of Wands. There was an unexpected something came in towards you that you had to fend off. You were not expecting this kind of, attack or difficulty. And what we have moving through the portal in the near future is a collaborative win. Okay, let's take a look one more at the Six of Wands here. What is this unexpected? Oh, for some of you there was an unexpected ending. Possibly like a job loss, or a friend cut you off, or something just ended and you were like, what is that? What just happened here? What is this Ten of Coins? Oh, joining a community. Okay, so for some of you, you're going to be like, you lost this job and you're like, you're searching, you're talking to Spirit here, you're reading, you're reading something by Eckhart Tolle, you're reading the Bible, you're reading some kind of spiritual information here. And you're going to be learning to pass that on in some way as well. Some of you may actually be like attending school or something like that, but for a lot of you, this is going to be spiritual, and not involved in necessarily a particular school or way of thought, just whatever is your experience here. And then this collaborative effort and community here, you're going to be stepping into a situation or a job or a learning situation of community here. For some of you, you might find a group online that's teaching what you're learning, or you're gaining a job. You just lost one, you're going to gain a job where you're going to have a real community, or you lost your home and you're finding one in your new community, where your soul tribe is here. But something particularly unsettling or unhappy here has happened or is happening now, and this going through the portal here, coming out on the other side, is very positive. Let's see, what are you standing on at this time, Scorpio? What is your foundation here? What are you standing on? Your last stand. Yeah, something's thrown you for a Fruit Loop here, honey. I'm so sorry. Let's take a look at what your crowning energy is. What you're heading towards, what's on your mind. A new start. A new start. All right, I love that. Okay, now we're going to get your guiding shadow question here. What is the question? Whoops. How do you make fair and ethical decisions in your life? Do you require harsh rules, or are guidelines more helpful? Justice, 11. And when I was shuffling this deck, I saw Justice come out. And Justice come out. Okay. Oops. Let's move to this deck over here. Okay, so now I've got a little star going on here. We have the physical space, spiritual, mental, emotional, and social spaces we're going to explore real quick here. What have we got in the physical here? We have the Knight of Candles, a back and forth energy. Let's have this deck upside down. Okay, we have the Five of Potions and the and the Eight of Candles. So some of you here have someone in your life, maybe a partner who is very hot and cold. For some of you, this is like a fast moving son of a gun is what I'm hearing. So we'll be careful of that, right? Is there any more to say about this particular energy here, Spirit? Okay, so we have the Two of Candles, the King of Potions, the Eight of Needles, the Three of Presents, and the Queen of Candles here. So I'm feeling you've got a decision here to be made, and this might be you having difficulty making a decision here, going back and forth kind of energy, or this is someone that you're dealing with, and you're having a hard time discerning whether someone's emotions in a situation are as full as they seem to like be, but you're having trouble seeing that. You got the Father of Cups here, or the King of Potions in this case, which is really saying to me with this Eight of Needles that like they may not be terribly emotionally available, although they have a love for you, and you're deciding here you might be going out with friends, spending some time here with other people, enjoying time, and sort of maybe bouncing it off them, or just living it up, enjoying yourself, and you're making a decision here. You're going to make a decision. You're going from the Knight of Wands to the Queen of Wands here, or Queen of Candles in this case. So what I'm seeing here is a decision, and that's either you're deciding, okay, I'm going to lock down this situation, whatever the situation is, or this is the decision of I'm not dealing with this player energy or this indecisiveness anymore. Okay? Well, let's move on to the spiritual space here. What have we got in the spiritual space? Oh, and we've got King of Candles in the spiritual space. Okay, so this is, decision making. You might have somebody on your mind who's a fire sign also, but it may be also just standing in this fiery energy, right? You're passionate, decisions are quick, they're decisive. I'm ready, I'm doing this thing here, right? I'm doing this. And I feel like, when we go Knight, Queen, King here, what we're really looking at is this, for a lot of you, is a progression of yourself. You're going, okay, I'm indecisive, and then, all right, I'm making my decision. I might get burned by it here. The Queen of Candles does not have protection from fire. And then we go to the spiritual, and we say, but the protection of fire is right here in the spiritual space, because the King of Candles is protected from fire, right? You see he's walking through fire. Does he look like he's getting burned to you? No, and he's made of wood. That's crazy, right? So if we think about, that kind of, that sense here, you're going, I might get burned, but Spirit says no. You're not going to get burned here. Whatever decision you make, it's going to be the right one for you. Okay? Just stay aligned with Spirit as close as you can. What is the mental space here for my Scorpios? So we have the Four of Presents and the the High Priestess is two, but the High Priestess. So there's some hidden hidden feelings here of like greed, or like hoarding kind of feeling, coming through here, like wanting so badly to make something work that you're creating the hill to stand on from the pieces of bread, right? From breadcrumbs, or from the like trying to to create this thing that isn't even there and create physical evidence of it is what I'm feeling here. Like you're trying to pull the wool over your own eyes in some way. Can I get one more on this High Priestess spirit? No? Oh, okay. The Star. There's a wish here. There's a wish that you're trying to create here. Something where you might feel like you're hoarding, like you're being greedy, like you don't want to give something up here, and it's because of a secret wish that you have, and you know what that wish is if you search yourself. Okay. And now we're going to go into the emotional space. What is the emotional space for my Scorpios here, Spirit? Woo. All right, the emotional space. We have the 10 of Candles laying down a burden, the 5 of Presents, sadness, the 7 of Presents, choices, and the Emperor. So this is definitely an I'm better than this sort of energy. Laying down the burden. You've worked very hard for something. You've completed it. It's making you a little sad to have to make this choice to put it down. But ultimately you're gonna embody this this Emperor, and you know Santa here. He's all 4 of the masculine energy cards, all 4 of the kings, all in one, right? Seeing that perhaps this person is not your Emperor, or this situation is not going to bring you into Emperor energy, so you're going to have to choose to do that yourself here with the King of Candles, right? I think I did these out of order. Sorry about that. Okay, let's get into the social space here. Oh, no, I didn't. That's fine. Okay. So we've got the Fool, the Page of Needles, and the King of Presents here. So some of you are going to pop off at the mouth here with somebody. We've got a very, like, devil may care kind of energy going on here that you might... It's possible that you could say something to a boss here or a leader of your group that people are going to look at and they're going to be like a little bit judgy about here. Okay. So if you're okay with that, say it. All right. Just don't spray it. Okay. Be careful of your words. Words do hurt people sometimes. You don't want to piss off the wrong person, right? I have a lot of Scorpio in my chart, I understand. Alright, let's take a look at what your truth is during this portal. We have Aeon and the Hanged Man. You've got a perspective change here based on a judgment that you've been making for a long time. For some of you, this has to do with love. For others, it has to do with balancing yourself. And some of you, this is in a soulmate connection. And your truth here is also that 2 is always 2, and it's also 3. Okay, we have 20, which breaks down to 2. We have 2, and we have 12. And 12 is 1, 2, and 3. Without 1, you cannot have 2. Without 2, you cannot have 3. Without 3, you cannot have 2. Without 2, you cannot have 1. There's an additional side to this truth that you have not seen yet. There is a higher perspective. I don't know if you can see this eye here. I'm working on the lighting situation. That'll be hopefully taken care of in the next few weeks. Um, but this eye is really highlighting to me the, and you, I don't know if you can see it. The peacock here has a whole bunch of eyes all over it. For some of you, there's something is going to come out to the public that has not been talked about before. Whether this is, you're telling someone about something about you, something about your work, you're making an announcement to the world regarding love or a love situation. For some of you, maybe a whole bunch of people in your life don't know that you have a significant other, and you're going to tell them, or you're gonna talk about something, but there's perspective that's needed, a higher perspective in your situation here that is going to be coming through. Okay, and let's take a look at your advice now. Oh, that one definitely came out upside down. No, it did not. Okay, I'm not reading these upside down today. Thank you, Spirit. What is going on here? All these just keep popping out upside down, sideways. All right, so my goodness, there's been so much Leo energy just like everywhere today. Of course, we're approaching Leo season, so I'm not surprised. So your advice going through this portal here, we have standing in your sunlight here. We've got the Knight of Wands again. This is the Son of Wands or Prince of Wands in this deck. And down here we had the Knight of Candles, right? Same card. So for some of you, this is regarding a choice around this person. For some of you, you may have a lot of Leo in your chart, as well. And you're standing in your happiness here, despite a feeling of being out in the cold about something. And I think for a lot of you, this has to do with this this decision that you're having to make. Something's making you feel like you're separated from your sunshine, and you need to realize that A, that sunshine is within you, and B, the challenges that come, the stones that come down when we're looking up at the sun, they are simply reminders that we also have to look down sometimes. All right, not down on people, but down to earth. Look at our feet, see what we're stumbling over. All right. And we have the Daughter of Swords and Alchemy. So some of you are really trying to speak your truth here, or you're trying to change your truth. And I see that in this sense, changing your truth is a really good thing. You're alchemizing your pain into something more productive, more positive. You're pulling yourself here out of the difficulty of the Five of Stones, by using your truth. All right, and you need to understand what truth that you need to get through this, because your truth is not necessarily what everybody else's truth is. That's what the whole point of being on this planet is, right? Experience. So we're looking here at the High Priestess, clarifying. Is there any more on that, Spirit? Yeah. You're overcoming this internal defeat here by bringing it out to the light. There's someone here that you need to talk to about this this situation that's going to help bring you into the light as well. For some of you, that's going to be an air sign: Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. For others, it may be a fire sign, and that's going to be Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. Okay. And remember, 2 5s make a 10. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and pull a couple of Angel Oracle cards here. Don't forget to keep searching for your truth. Remembering that, fair and ethical decisions. How do you make fair and ethical decisions in your life? Don't let pain make your decisions for you, okay? And if you like this reading, if it was helpful for you or interesting, please leave me a like. Share the video for other Libras that might need it. And subscribe for more content, which I have upcoming. Angel therapy here. Archangel Raphael, give your cares and worries to us angels and allow us to take your burdens. And nurture. Archangel Gabriel. As you nurture a child, you nurture your own inner child. Both activities are important for you right now. So if you have anyone in your life that needs nurturing and you need nurturing, don't forget to check out what your moon sign is. That'll tell you how you need to be nurtured. And, focus in on really giving your cares up, giving up your worries, and focusing on what you need to nurture yourself here, what truths you need, okay? Thank you so much for stopping by, Scorpio. I hope to see you on the next video. Have a great day.